Our camera circling high above American Airlines Arena on this beautiful night, giving you a terrific view of our location here in Miami. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Butler.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Rozier, Hernan Gomez out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Batum, and it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, at the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Myers Leonard is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero in at the point guard. Hey, Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench, when they're traveling, in the locker room?
You know, I think when you're having great communication, Kevin, when guys amongst each other, you're trying to get through it, you're working through it. Whether you get through it or not is fine. I think there's a sign that things are going wrong. Kevin, you hear about these player-only meetings. When you start having 2 or 3 of those, that's when the ship is starting to go south.
Now, here's Butler, following the miss by Miles Bridges, and he gets it back. To the inside. And it's Rozier that time on the assist by Bridges.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Now the Heat with it. Here's Hero. 8 points his last outing from deep. Again, the miss by the Heat. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And they had some memorable battles last season. Let's hope for more of the same here tonight.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Bridges against Winslow. It's not going to go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Aggressive is one thing. Careless is another. You want to stay balanced and poised.
Biyombo, no luck. The Heat have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. 3-pointer, Butler. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Rozier, and he uses the glass on the layup. Rozier's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hero passes to Butler. Here's Hero. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. That one doesn't drop. And the Hornets now going the other way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And he knocks down the first one. That one is no good.
And for the Heat, the offensive production over the years just hasn't been there consistently.
Let's just look at last season, for instance. 26 in the league in points They tried to make up for it with a great defense and rebounding. But if you're not explosive offensively these days, it just keeps your opponent in the game.
Winslow's shot is off.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Biyombo. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Heat trail by 7. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hero passes to Butler. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
What I like about Jimmy Butler, he excels on both ends of the floor.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
Gomez kicks to Batum. Tries again, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And looking at some numbers for Butler, his last 10 games have been exceptional, putting up about 24 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds.
And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Here's Hero. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Rozier, the pass to Bridges. Over Winslow. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Still just scratching the surface, polishing his game. Bridges' best basketball is ahead of him.
Bridges with the steal. Here's Batum. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Hero. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Butler, shoots over Batum, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
At 6'7", Jimmy Butler is no slouch down there on the block.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. And so Butler nails both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Outside, Batum. The fader. And Charlotte again with the bucket. The Heat trail by 7. Here's Hero. Kicks it to Winslow. Outside Butler. Passes it to Leonard. Here's Hero. 3 on the clock. It's Biyombo with the rebound. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. Bridges passes to Biyombo. Here's Batum. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. A shot by Batum, no good. Up and in on the layup. Butler's got 6.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
Rozier with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Fires for 3. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hornets lead by 7.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. And Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Olynyk has the open look. Miami no good on that time either. Charlotte leading by 7. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Monk. Pass to Batum. Back to Monk. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Johnson. Jones, no one around him. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now Monk. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
And the first one at the line is good. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. Kid Gilchrist against Johnson, and slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He dishes it to Johnson. He kicks it to Dragic. Great D that time from Batum.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Pass to Monk. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Monk's got 5.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Nunn, defended by Batum. It's deflected.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The shot by Monk is no good. The Heat trail by 14. Johnson dishes to Jones. Outside Dragic. Miami no good on that time either. Hornets leading by 14. On the wing, Williams, defended by Jones. Williams' shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
To stop the drought, and it's Jones, that time on the assist by Johnson.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Dragic. Back to Monk. Here's Kid Gilchrist. It's stolen by Johnson. For Miami, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first one falls.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
Now here's Zeller. 8 points his last outing. Knocked loose and stolen by Zeller. And that one drops for him. Kid Gilchrist has got his second bucket of the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
What you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch 4 in this league.
Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, a former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
First one falls for him. Washington's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Second free throw, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Heat. A 12-point game. And the basket by Jones. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes to Washington. There's 18 seconds left in the first. For the Heat, their last game a loss to the 76ers. Now here's Dragic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Jones is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. And it's Nunn in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. The pass to Olynyk. Over Zeller. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Olynyk.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Monk, the pass to Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Batum. That shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. On the wing, Batum. He can't get that one to fall. Johnson with some nice D.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Charlotte leading by 6. Pass to Washington. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Dragic looking for an opening. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Rozier's checked in. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Butler with the ball. Williams picks him up. Miami no good on that time either.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
Dragic against Rozier. Olynyk with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. And Jones with the stuff.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit. But can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Now, here's Rozier. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Rozier up top. He's guarded by Dragic.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. The Heat trail by 5. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's the dish to Johnson. And here is Butler. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Here's Rozier. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Rozier with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Zeller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Zeller's got his first 2 points. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 5. Pass to Olynyk. No good from outside. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. And the basket by Rozier.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Miami with the ball. Here's Butler. He's got 8. From downtown. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
All teams are looking for offense from the 2-guard position. These guys provide offense. They are elite players who can carry the scoring load for their teams. Still trying to find the range. He hit one in the first quarter. Nothing since.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
Now, here's Biyombo, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat trail by 8. Here's Hero. Dishes to Winslow. Kicks to Butler. Shoots from the baseline. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. Now, here's Monk. D right on him. Back to Rozier. Clock at 6. Pass to Monk. Lets the 3 fly.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Misses the 3.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. The Hornets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Winslow. Miami with a new 14. Three-pointer, Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season, but for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
So for the Heat, their last game, a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. They need this. He lays it in. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good defense right there. But Jimmy Butler, very resourceful, found a way.
Rozier, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Over Adebayo. Yambo trying to break free. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Winslow against Kid Gilchrist. On the wing, Winslow. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Now, here's Bridges. It's a 13-point game. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. The pass to Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hero's got 5 now.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
Here's Rozier, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And Miami has possession after the basket by Charlotte. Hero, no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Winslow after the basket by Charlotte. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Good on the shot. Leonard's got his first bucket of the night.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Rozier kicks to Hernan Gomez. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
The Heat trail by 14. Outside Butler. Here's Hero. Rozier defending. Biombo with the block.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
For Charlotte, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And that one falls for Bridges.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Biyombo. Both free throws good from Bridges.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Here's Hero. He's got 5. Winslow finds Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Heat have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 1:38 left in the first half. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Shoots over Leonard. Hernan Gomez, no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's a 14-point game. The putback, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Rozier. He's averaging 15 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Basket counts.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. 1:02 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Butler. Great D that time from Batum.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Batum. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The Heat have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Heat shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closer.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Hornets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
And that one falls for Zeller.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
And so Zeller nails both of them. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Dragic. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They're leading by 16. Kenny?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. You got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Hernan Gomez out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Batum in at the 2. Now, here's Adebayo. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 2. Winslow's shot is off.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Hernan Gomez against Winslow. Misses off the left iron. The Heat trail by 16. Butler on the wing. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Butler's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Miami.
No wasted time on that catch and shoot. Pretty much nothing you can do if he gets it off that quick.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. The 15-footer. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got assist number 5 here tonight. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Hero. Rozier defending. Here's Butler. Biyombo with the block.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Here's Rozier. It's blocked. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler with the ball. A nice shot by Winslow.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Charlotte leading by 13.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. At one point, they led by 16. And good that time. Rozier's got 17 now. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with the shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Hornets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Quickly, let's bring up the list of the top rookie three-point bombers in the NBA. You take a look at Hero, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
First free throw is good. Charlotte making a switch here. Monk's checked in. Leonard hits them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now, here's Monk. He's covered closely. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Here's Bridges. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 8.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Butler against Batum. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Hero to the paint. Adebayo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now Monk. 7 points in the game. It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively. Here's Leonard.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And he knocks down the first one. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, the home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Biombo, the pass to Williams. And again, the Hornets missing. The Heat trail by 11. Pass to Hero. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. Now, here's Monk. He has 7. Pass to Biombo. He dishes it to Batum. Down. Rebound by the Heat. Leonard's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. From outside the arc. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Now, here's Monk. To the left wing. Here's Hernan Gomez. And again, the Hornets missing. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And that one is good. Jones has got 12 points in the game. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Batum. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The free throw drops for Biombo. And he makes the first but misses the second. The Heat trail by 5. Three-pointer, Butler. Offensive rebound, Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Hornets leading by 4. Passes it to Biyombo. He kicks it to Williams. Over Jones. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. From 10 feet out, Jones, no luck. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Monk. Drops in the layup for 2. Monk's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Hero passes to Olynyk. And he's good on the 3-ball. Olynyk's got 5 now.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
It's stolen by Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school. Didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. No good from Hernan Gomez. The Heat trail by 7. Jones looking for an opening. Now the pass to Hero. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hero. Fires the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 11 rebounds in the game. Fades away. A shot by Batum, no good. Miami's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Olynyk can't hit.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And he gets the bucket. He's got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Hernan Gomez. Washington's checked in for Williams. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Monk. Now here's Dragic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. For 3, Olynyk buries it from 3-point range.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Inside, Zeller lays it up and banks it in. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Dragic against Rozier. And here is Butler. He's got 16. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Heat third.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat, trailing here by 8. Pass to Nunn. Outside Butler. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Four on the clock. Here's Butler. Zeller grabs the board.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Johnson. And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat trail by 10. Outside Dragic. Here's Butler. Passes it to Adebayo. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. At one point, they led by 16. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Miami's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Outside Dragic. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game. Olynyk in the corner for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Down low, Washington. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Dragic left side from past the arc. Zeller grabs the board.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front the post.
The Heat trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Rozier, the pass to Washington. Right side, Kid Gilchrist. There's the pass to Rozier. In transition, here comes Miami. Can they get it? Johnson's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 14. Rozier kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Zeller. Some solid defense from Butler.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Zeller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. 8 points for Cody Zeller.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Butler up top. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. Oh, my goodness!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. Winslow is out there with James Johnson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 14-point game. The dish to Butler. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Charlotte leading by 14. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Bucket is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Dragic. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. This one for 3. That one's not going to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Rozier. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Dragic finds Butler. The 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Bridges passes to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Washington. He's guarded by Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. And the basket by Rozier.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
The Heat trail by 21. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And he recovers it. Hornets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Kicks to Zeller. Crafty move. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Butler. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Bridges passes to Washington with the fadeaway. That one off the back iron and out. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Winslow wide open, and he fires. The three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte leading by 19. Pass to Bridges. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Washington. It's blocked. Another shot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Dragic. Dishes it to Johnson. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Butler, here we go. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Dragic following the bucket by the Hornets. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Passes to Nunn. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
And here's Charlotte. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Knocks it loose. Monk, the pass to Bacon. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
And both free throws good from Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Hero. Butler in the corner. Looking to get back on track here. Count that bucket. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
You see the instincts of Butler on plays like this. Understands how and where to get his shots.
Monk, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Monk. And it's blocked. Here's Hero. Well, Smitty, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Now here is Martin. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Monk. Outside Martin. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Hero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
The first free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off season and 24/7. You look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
Bacon's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the high post. They get it back. Adebayo. And he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Hornets call time here. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Terry Rozier.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
Now, here's Rozier. And the pass to Batum. Back to Rozier to end the cold streak. From deep, Hernan Gomez. It's tipped. Here's Hero. Rozier defending. Shots good by Hero.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Charlotte leading by 16. Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. That one doesn't go. AT that time from Leonard. The Heat shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Hero. Rozier defending. Batum against Butler. Outside Leonard. Puts up a three. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Rozier. Now Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Batum. Over Butler. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
He's a terror in the open court. Butler can beat you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
Now, here's Rozier. They double him with Butler. Batum attacking. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pass to Hero. Lots of room. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one. And here are the Hornets now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And it's Rozier missing. The Heat trail by 12. Biyombo with the block. Outside, Batum. That free throw good from Batum. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Miami shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Now, here's Rozier. Defense is right there. He kicks it to Williams. From deep, Hernan Gomez. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Hero. Top of the key. And too long on the shot.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Rozier kicks to Hernan Gomez. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Cloak loose. Batum with the steal. Williams in the post. Adebayo on him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. And both free throws good for Williams. The Heat trail by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Hornets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Hero. Rozier defending. Okpala, the pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And yes, it's good. And the Hornets lead by 16.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And here are the Heat now after the basket by Charlotte.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Bacon. And that one is hammered home.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And stolen by Biyombo. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Martin.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.